Good morning.
Good morning to you. And how are you this fine, fine morning?
My allergies are.
Oh no. Yeah.
We had some rain come through yesterday, and I guess it just kicked off the mold.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Same here.
yeah.
Let's start the game. So things are going pretty good, I guess. Welcome everybody to session 4. I can't believe it's gotten this far, Roger. Session 4, scenario 7 from Frederick to Sharpsburg. Here come the rebels. Gosh, where do we even start, right? Things going all right?
Well, I think from the Union perspective, I'm trying to check the victory conditions here.
That is an excellent point to start. Why don't I pull that out? Because I even scribbled down some hasty arithmetic here. I've pulled up the victory point chart, and for everybody that's just joining us, go stop here and go back and start from number 1. Not that we don't want you to watch it, but you're going to be all out of whack if you watch this one. So victory points so far, I have the Union at, let's do this right. You've got 6 Army of Potomac manpower losses, which is 12, plus your 7 other. So that's 19 total victory point losses for the Union. I have 15 total for the Army of Virginia, which multiplied by 2 is 30. So that means I'm in deficit of 11 points because of manpower losses. And then my positive earnings from county control and Harper's Ferry, etc., I have at 32. So combine the minus 11, the plus 32, I have 21 victory points, and I need 100. Would you do you concur with those numbers, or do you have something different?
Nope, that is what I was going to. You did the math for me for the manpower losses. I didn't. I forgot that it's plus 2, minus 2 for that, so that's good. You've got quite a ways to go.
I do, and there's just an infinitesimal silver lining to that is that you have I have 3 more turns because we are officially on turn 7. So I've got turn 7, turn 8, turn 9. There are 3 county control phases between now and the end, should I last that long, of course. And there's a final massive lurch for the brass ring county value that you get depending on which county you should control during county control phase of turn 9, which is, as we like to call, a bucket o' points. Depending on how far east you go, that could be anywhere from 150 for if I control Gaithersburg way down here. Let's presume that that's not going to happen. But there's 120 for Frederick East, which is New Market. Ooh la la. And Frederick West, which is, of course, Frederick itself. Carroll County, which is way up there with the New Windsor, that is potentially. And then all points west, which we see Hagerstown is completely off the board. I'm not going to go after those militia. They've got 15. They're digging in. They are in Hagerstown. That would potentially be 60 points. But then our old friend, Sharpsburg, is worth 30 points at the very end. So that, unfortunately, if I were to fall back right now, and I don't think I'm sharing any secrets here, if I were to just drop everything and run for the safety of Antietam Creek, that only gets me 30 points. So that's 50 points at the end. I need 100. So I have 2 possibilities here. Just, throw everything to the wall, attack any Union unit that I can, and hope I get some substantial victories. Or I have to do something county related, which means I have 3 turns to set up one of the big 3, right? To get me over the 100 mark. Is that your assessment and estimation as well?
Yes, that's what I was trying to figure out. You don't have, in this scenario, any automatic victory option that I see in the victory points.
I do not, sadly.
You've got potential for picking up some onesies, twosies, but...
and then, of course, Boonesboro is still a liability for me as well.
Oh, is Boonesboro? How big a liability is that?
That's a minus 15?
Minus 15 for Harper's Ferry, minus 5 for Winchester. Ooh, a minus 15 if I occupy with an undemoralized Union infantry unit. Okay.
Exactly. So, boy, oh boy,
Hmm.
that hurts. So that is forcing me into the historical narrative at some point that I need to drop back. I can't envelop like an amoeba and try to go around Frederick. I have to have somebody cover the rear flank so that we could potentially get back to Falling Waters or Williamsport or whatever to get across the Potomac. Yeah, tough nut. Boy, howdy. And I've just been puzzling this all morning. We've gotten some great suggestions from there in the comments. Holger, of course, he was he was honored that I named the destruction of the bridge, his namesake bridge, for him. So happy that we finally did that in any of these scenarios. So you are welcome, Holger. But will that be my ultimate doom, blocking me into Harper's Ferry with the Sixth Corps sneaking around out there? So I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I got a couple turns here to pull some levers and see if I can stave off ultimate disaster. And it may be a short scenario, a short session today. If things just start going swimmingly for your movement rolls and your attack rolls, well then we can call it early. But at least you guys have an idea of where my mindset is. You know, big picture. If you were playing this on the table yourself, I have limited options. None of them are great, but things that I could potentially try. So let's get right into it. Random events. Oh boy, I forgot. We got random events. That could be very hurtful right there. Why don't you give us our random event?
Okay. 2 dice. It's an 8 is 3 cigars.
And there it is.
I think we had not done 3 cigars?
We have not, because the first time was not available because you didn't have anyone over the Monocacy.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So let's see. Current turn only. Your infantry units get -1 modifier on extended marches. And you do have units across the west of the Monocacy and north of Potomac, so you are good. Congratulations to you. You get to march with abandon for at least, fatigue level 3.
Okay.
So we are marking 3 cigars as our event. Well, then let's do our next step then. No Harper's Ferry, no PA militia, no reinforcement. Do you have reinforcements?
I have reinforcements.
Look! Not the first mass!
Yes, so completely changed.
Whispers go down the Confederate line.
First Massachusetts. Let me get my board.
Not those Worcester boys.
Good over here. I think they come in at the same hex. Just verify that. 5833, which is, we've covered that they've changed the.
Yeah, it's the one east of Gaithersburg.
Yeah, I think it's this one, right? Okay.
All right. So leader transfers then. You may do any leader transfers.
Let me take a look here.
And of course, during this point as well, you could also, rehide your units if you wish to obfuscate. I took the liberty to do that before we started recording, just to keep it interesting.
Yeah, I did a little bit of that as well. Yeah, McClellan's going to disappear. Got some of these other guys here. Now that I've done that, I got to figure out where they actually live. Okay, that's it for me. I've done my movement, I think.
Okay. I think I'm good as well. Yeah. So we have done leader transfers, attachments. All right. I believe I am done with mine. So no supply. That is coming. That is looming for the last turn of the game, of course. And onto the action cycle. So let us do the first initiative. Here we go. And good luck to you this session.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. And it is mine. Okay. Then we'll start with Force 1. They will march. Fantastic march. Oh, now I have to make choices. Yeah, let's do an extended march. Okay. And we'll do that. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, I can't remember who they are. So 6th U.S. Cav, 2 dice. They can go 4 hexes. They're not going to get close enough. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative, yours.
Going to have Force 10 from Navarone marching, because we have to do that every time.
Okay, so
that is pain. That's the pain right there.
That's where Stuart is. Okay.
Wow. All right, so they'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. All right, initiative, yours.
Okay. Well, let's get Ricketts out of there. Take him to fatigue 1. He is activated by Hooker, so he gets +1. He can go 7 hexes. Go 1, 2 to there. 3 to there. He'll stop there. Initiative. Oh, I need 2 dice. Initiative. Yours.
I will have Walker march. Here's his movement. Oh, breaking my heart. I'll just do... I'll do that. Initiative. We'll have Walker again. Movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine again. Walker a third time. Movement. Extended march. Alright, well, giveth and taketh. Go 1, 2 to Roarsville. Initiative. Mine again. He is already broken, so let's go to 4. Here's his movement. Walker. 4. Extended march. +1. He's okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 to Boonesboro. Initiative. It's mine. Force 3 will march. Movement. Nice movement. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative. Right again. Force 6 will move. Movement. Man, I am plagued today, sir. 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. Right again. Force 6 again. Movement. There we go. One, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. All right. Fine. Finally. All right. I'm gonna have Force 5 march. Here's the movement. Okay. And I'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. That Jackson and J.R. Jones. Initiative. It's mine. Jackson will attempt an assault with J.R. Jones on Trimble. You are at breastworks now. That's terrible. That is terrible. Let's see. But I'm going to get some bonuses here, so let's give it a shot no matter what here. Here's the attempt. Nope. Roger! There's two mushes so far in this session. Oh boy, that really hurt. Alright, let's make sure he's at fatigue level 2. Alright, initiative. Let's go for 3. Let's try another assault attempt.
There you go.
Okay, this time it comes off. So we have +1 for assault. We have +3 for tactical. +1 for Jackson. I have artillery covered by 2, so that's good. And there's no ratio, so I see a... let's see. And I don't have a flank, because I only have 1, 2... yeah, no flank at all. Okay, so I have a +5. Would you concur?
Yes.
Okay, so here is Jackson's assault on Trimble. Here's my attack, +5. There we go, 10.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There's some manpower losses.
That's +9.
+9 on a 3. Is it?
It's 2 DR.
2 DR. And that's on the railroad unit.
You're right. So.
And an asterisk, no less.
So, double demoralized, yeah.
Okay, he loses 2 manpower. He almost goes away. He double demoralizes. Okay. He has to retreat. So he's going to go further away this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to Cabletown.
Okay. And I just had an advance. Let's see. 4, 6, and 8 down there. We know one of them potentially. If I can force you to have to really work to surround me. Yeah. I need to cover that forward, so I will advance. Alright. Initiative. It is mine. Let me look around here. Oh, yes. Let's get the 12th VA way down here. And here's their movement. 7. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We must give this American a wide berth. Alright, initiative. Wow. A string like this will never be seen again when I need it.
Well, this is what happened when he found the 3 cigars. He was like, oh, we're going to wait.
Oh, yeah, no, we're fine. We know exactly where they are. They're fine. Alright. I'm loath to move anybody else just because I'm still foraging and whatnot. So, what can I do with this? I've achieved most of my goals thus far. I've checked Boonesboro. I've somewhat secured Harper's Ferry. I've gotten some units back into play for the most part. Taken Newmarket. Secured some passes. So I'm going to pass.
Okay.
God help me, I'm going to pass.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can figure out what I'm dealing with here at Newmarket, because I forgot who they are. So it's increase 6 US. Can go 5 hexes. Tuck them behind the creek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what exactly is force 1?
Alright. Force 1 is DHO.
2 fatigues and 5 strength. Okay. Initiative. Yours again.
That's bait. That is. but I can't afford to let you do what you did before. I got to pass, unfortunately.
Okay. But it was not a good turn to get that 3 cigars. Most of my guys are pretty tired.
I'm heart sore to hear that.
We're going to activate one of the units under Force 4. Here's their movement. They can go 5 hexes. It's going to be Sturgis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Yours again.
So much I want to do, but there's so many liabilities if I do it. Sturgis is coming up now. He wants to play. I gotta keep holding fast, so pass again.
Okay, we'll take Sturgis to fatigue 2. No extend march needed because he's not exhausted. He can go 4. He's just going to go 1, 2 to there. So if you make that a little, if you do want to try something, now it's a little more difficult. Initiative. Oh, wow. Win 1 outright.
Who are you?
Okay, Reno's going to activate Wilcox and Rodman. So Wilcox will need an extended march. Here's their movement, 1 die plus 1. Okay, they can go all 3 hexes. Here's Wilcox extended march roll +1 -1. So no modifier. He's okay. We can move 3 hexes. Reno will, well, I did not make this announcement for her, so he'll just go 1, 2, 3 to there. He'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay, initiative. Yours.
This is the point where I'm counting hexes. Worst case scenario. I'll pass.
Okay, we'll take Wilcox and Reno, Wilcox, and Rodman again. So they'll both need extend march die rolls. Here's their movement +1. They can go 4 hexes. Reno will transfer to Wilcox. Here's Wilcox's extended dice roll, which is now +2 -1, so it's +1. He's okay. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Here's Rodman, +1 -1. He's okay at a 5. Go 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. Okay, I'll activate one of the units under Force 4. It'll be Cox. Here's his movement. He can go 2 hexes. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll activate the 1st Massachusetts. And go 9 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative. Mine again. I'll take the 1st mass again. And go 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Take them to fatigue 3. They go 6 hexes. Here's extended march -1. Ooh, they're okay. Let's take them all the way to Edwards Ferry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is Force 3?
Why, that is our old buddy AP Hill.
Okay. Initiative. It's mine. Okay, we're going to activate Force 5. There's their movement. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Telegraph that there's a leader there. Initiative. Mine. I'll take them again. I'm not going to force march. 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. Now all the strings are going my way. Same same unit, Force 5. They can go 6 hexes. Here's extend march, +1 -1. He's okay. They can go 6 hexes. How do half hexes work? Are they in play or out of play?
They are in play. Yeah. As far as I know, they're in play.
Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. That's a tie. It's yours.
Oh. Oh, blessed. All right. So, yeah, we'll try to get AP Hill out of danger. He's going to be essentially out of play. But we'll see what he gets. Here's movement. Wonderful movement. I have to do extended march. That's really important. So extended march of just +1.
Being out of supply. Yeah.
Okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
So yes, would you like to stay?
Let's see. Let me think about this again. So what we have is we have a ratio of 4 to 1 for +3. Tactical is a +3. So that's 6. Then you get a +1 for type. +7. So -2 is a +5.
Yeah.
At a +5, I am going to cav retreat.
Okay.
So here's his increased fatigue.
And you're going to get 0 on that because it's -2 +2.
Yep. So disorganize. And here's his die. There's a 5.
Okay, so I lose 2 points on that.
He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty minor creep 5 and 6. I don't think you're going to go after it, but you might.
Okay, so I've got 7 total. I've lost 2, so I get 1, 2. Now the question is, do I stay there, presuming you're going to pursue me and defend that? Or do I take my chances and keep going? Ooh, that's juicy over there. Yeah, might as well. I got a good roll, so I had 5 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the open. Okay, initiative. It's mine. Let's take AP Hill again. Here's his movement. +1. It's 3. Okay. Extended march of +2 now. He's okay. So he'll go 1, 2 to there. First mass. Hello again.
They'll retreat. So this is going to be like a
-3.
-3, yeah. Big thing is not to roll. Oh, he didn't. Good. Okay. So he's going to keep running away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. And then we'll take that Dry Creek defensive spot. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay. We'll take Humphrey to fatigue 1. Just movement. Ah, man. I think I don't know how many ones he's rolled, but he's rolled a lot. He's going to go there. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. Well, you made your run to Boonesboro, which took that out of play. Activate the forces under the Force 2 marker. Here's their movement. Going to expose. Force 10 is French. Move Force 10 marker up here with Force 2. And Force 2 is going to go 1, 2, 3. Force 10 is going to go 1 and 2. Initiative.
KG.
Yours.
I will pass.
Force 2 and 10. Their movement. That's better. 6. Force 2 is going to move first. 1, 2. And they are Porter and Morrell.
And that is McClaw's.
Oh, 13. Okay. Force 10 is just going to go 1 and 2 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. Going to activate Force 1 and Sedgwick. Here's their movement. Okay. Go 4 hexes. Nobody needs a force or extended march. Sedgwick's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Force 1. Going to go 1 and 2 to there.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. Initiative. Yours.
McClaws will march in place and put up a flanks refused. The line must be drawn here and no further.
Okay, interesting.
Initiative. All right. Force 7 will march. Here's their movement. It's a nice movement. Okay, so coming out of Force 7 is Anderson and Longstreet and Lee. So we have an extended march then for them. It is just straight up. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the remainder of 7. Extended march. Okay. So lose a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and of course 7 is now D.R. Jones. All right, initiative. It's mine. Well, let's give the people what they came for, shall we? Let's see if we can turn death into a fighting chance, Jim Kirk. This is going to be probably foolhardy, but you know what? That's why we play. All right, so we're going to attempt an assault with Anderson on Sedgwick. So here's the assault attempt. It does not. That is twice today. Wow. All right, initiative. Oh.
Okay.
How it breaks the heart.
Now, let's see. So the decision is if I could attack possibly with Porter, it could maybe come off, and that would be a +2. 1 for flank, 1 for type. That's it. If McClellan could pull off,
We know how he does.
Could pull off the grand assault to bring in both, I could only get it up to a plus. Well, maybe artillery would come in, but I'd have to get both units in. I don't want to make this the +2, so I'm going to activate Sedgwick to fatigue 3. Get him out of there. Or do I want to throw up a flanks refuse? Let's see what his move. Well, it doesn't matter what his move. Well, with roll for movement with this right, he could go 2 hexes.
And he's got
And extend march. He loses. That's going to be 6 + 1 - 1. So it's just a 6.
right.
And a 6 on
13.
13 is still just losing 1 manpower. That +1 actually did come in handy there. So he just loses 1, but you don't get the credit for that. And he's just going to go to 34-16. So
Man, that got tense.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't like the odds of attacking McClaws. I just didn't think.
And that's fine. And that's something that I want to teach for our tutorials portion of this today, is for new players out there. When you get into a tense situation like this, sometimes the best thing to do is just to have bodies there, and the threat of violence is better than the actual violence.
I mean, if you had your attack with Anderson,
howdy.
That could have been, and Lee pulls off a grand. That could have been.
Yeah, good. I was hoping for the Battle of Middle Creek,
because he would have had, if he gets forced to retreat, that's more manpower loss, because he's going to have to retreat either by road or not by road into Zot. So it's going to be 1 manpower either way. The battle that never happened. Well, maybe he still might try it, but we'll see. And it's mine. Okay, but you've opened up the national road. Is now open. Interesting. But these guys are, man, exhausted and at fatigue 1. I'm going to activate Force 4 with Mansfield. You can go 3 hexes. I like that. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. French to fatigue 1. Go 2 hexes. 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
I'll activate Force 4. Here's their movement. Well, sir, let's do an extended march. Okay, they are fine. So 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Force 6. Here's his movement.
Where are they?
They're just, they're right here.
Ah, they're there, yes. Okay.
I roll 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. Activate the 12th Illinois. They're by Kearneysville there. So at least their breastworks. Here's their movement. 6. They're going to go to Loman's Mill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just enough to find out who Force 5 is.
Force 5 is Old Lawton.
Okay.
Finishing up the paperwork.
Initiative. It's yours.
I'll activate McClellan's. Here's his movement. Yep, that's about right. So he will just remove his, and just move to there. All right, initiative. Mine again. I will pass.
Okay. I'll activate one of the forces under Force 7. It's movement. Oh, surprisingly good movement roll. I'm going to expose the 6 PA there and move Force 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
DR Jones will be activated by Longstreet. Here's his movement, +2. Here's his extended march of +1. He's okay. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. It's mine again. Force 10 will march. Here's their movement.
Oh, wow.
Chef's kiss.
They're going somewhere.
They are indeed. All right, so we've got extended marches.
If you just do a min move to DR Jones, I'll laugh.
that would be that would be sad. All right, so let's do our extended marches top to bottom. They are both a +1. So first one, second one. Okay, second one is there. All right. There we go. Okay. They are gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Initiative. It's mine again. I will pass.
Okay. Take Force 6. Their movement. Initiative. Yours?
I'll pass.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to activate Force 3. There's a movement. Oh, man. Dang it. 1 to there. Initiative. Mine. Take Force 3 again. You can go 3 hexes. Just enough. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Initiative. Yours?
I'll pass. See, that's the wonderful thing about the force markers. You went just enough. And you put him there, and I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? What is just enough?
Oh.
What is he trying to do? What is he up to? Ah!
Force 8. Fatigue 1. 2 dice. You can go 8 hexes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass.
7 hexes. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Yours. Presume pass.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Force 9. 2 dice. 7. 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. Move Force 7 again. 1, 2. Now French is in a hill hex.
Yeah, I think it's just, I think it's almost normal, isn't it?
Yes, clear. Okay, so it's going to be a +1. And how far did you move already?
You went 2 so far.
So he has 2 left, so that'd be a +2 to get Force 7 into French's hex.
There you go.
And French is going to disappear into Force 7. Okay. Initiative. Yours.
Pass.
I'll take the 9th PA. 6th PA, not 9th PA. And go 11 hexes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to disappear into Force 4. Initiative. Yours.
Pass.
Let me take a look at the board here. I'm going to pass as well.
Excellent. So we will do our foraging attempts here, as they may be. Let's see. I'll start with the ones on the board that I can see here. So, Anderson's good, McClaw's is good, D.R. Jones is good, so most everybody. Lawton is good. Down here, J.R. Jones is good, so 12th VA is good. I think A.P. Hill is the big holdout, but he cannot because he's at fatigue 3. D.H. Hill is good. So now just the hidden ones on McCard. Force 4. And Force 10. No. Okay. And the other one ish is the best stuff. Let's see. And no. Okay. So my foraging attempts are done. Did you have any that you needed to do? Or are you all
I think everybody got in supply.
Good deal. Okay. So I will now hit recover sunshine. Perfect. Go down the thing. So we did recovery. Maryland County Control. Well, boy, howdy. I think I've got Maryland County Control. Because I have D.H. Hill, which has 8 manpower, and Force 10 up here, which has enough to make it worthwhile, because you need 13 total. Per turn, Frederick East, right? That's 4 victory points. A hard fought 4 victory points out of that. So that helps a bit. Let's see. Turn indication phase. Let's do that. On to the second to last turn. Well, I don't know, Roger. That was so exciting. I mean, geez, we went longer than normal for our. Usually, we're for trade secrets here. We usually do about an hour per turn, and this one was about an hour and a half. That tells you how unexpected the turn of events were for just the maneuver and the strategy and tactics for this session. So I'm thinking what we should do is we'll call it here for today, and just give them a tight 1 turn, and then we'll leave the final potentially the final session 5 for turns 8 and 9. What do you say about that?
I think that makes sense because I think this is now you've opened up something I figured you were going to try to do, and you pulled it off, which is you got.
I'm stunned as you.
Felt like I got you, sort of forced you to have to, and we had this very interesting and intricate maneuvering going on north of Jefferson there. I guess Middle Creek Sulphur. I don't know what that battle would have been called, which we ended up not fighting at all, which I'm sure people are going, no, attack. And then you got away, AP Hill got away from me south, which was the other thing I wanted. He was the other wild card. I needed to try to make sure that he's not part of this, and I think now, but I still have to deal with him. And
you know how I love to give you things to think about.
And of course, you smacked Trimble in the face, which surprised me a little bit.
Well, we can't let those little Shenandoah Railroad guys, idle too long. They've got to do something.
But he was doing what I wanted him to do, which was to hold that ford open, and you forced me to go further south. But anyway, it's going to be an exciting session, I think, next week, because there's definitely... You've got the county in control now that you need to have to win.
Right. Which, however brief that's going to be, because, watching you approach with the Ninth Corps, and that was it. I was like, how many times do I pass before I A, get burned, or you are your own worst enemy? And you found that squeaking point where you're like, I can't march him anymore. And I was like, I know, come, because I was really worried that I'm going to miss my very finite window to throw up a flanks refuse, knowing that was the approach. And then, as I expected and hoped, once you got your string of initiatives, you started using them for other things. So I figured, okay, I could potentially at least get 4 points out of this turn. And that was the other waiting point, was how long before I support and reinforce here, this pass, before I vacate Stewart to get his manpower that's needed to pick up the slack. To be sure, I got an incredible series of rolls for D.R. Jones to get him up there out of this spot. And then, man, the MVP of the game, Jeb Stewart, has decided to put off the planning of his next gala and moved those guys 15 miles up into Frederick East. That was my smile moment for this session.
Yeah, that was nice. And of course, not knowing how big they are, I didn't consider that they'd get you enough points to get to.
I had to double check. I'm like, combat manpower. It's always manpower.
Yeah, it's
so
manpower.
Like, okay, bodies, whatever condition.
And I was thinking combat, and in the 5 was like, he's not gonna, he's gonna have to use infantry around there. And so, yeah, it's gonna be.
That was the other element of this that has struck me so much just in our last 3 or 4 turns, is we have expansion, contraction. These fronts contract. Like the last session, they contracted so hard around Frederick, and now it's expanding again. And I kind of wonder if that's the punch and jab, or the bob and weave, or whatever boxing term you want to use here for the Confederates, is like, okay, choose a place, get everyone to focus on that for the Union, and then spread out again and try to open that front, so that now you've got to worry about me going for the flanks, which that's really the only option I have, is to be sneaky, right? I literally did the check off there. I was like, okay, we've done Boonesboro, we've secured this, we've got this pass covered, whatever. And then I was like, Omaha, and then I could start passing, right?
Well, when you got to Boonesboro, I was looking at running Sedgwick.
Oh, I knew Sedgwick's.
To
Yeah,
the gap
he had
there,
orders.
but when you got up there so fast, it was like, okay, well, let's instead try to trap McClaws. And then you came down, pulled your guys out of the mountain passes there, and almost trapped Sedgwick instead. And that would have, and so we ended up not fighting that fight there, and there was just a lot of give and take there, which is why the session ran long, is because there was a lot of
considerations.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And I definitely agonized over my not attacking McClaws, but I could.
It's part of me that's glad that we don't do the webcam on this and have the little inset video, because every time I roll a 6 on these force markers, I get this big goofy grin like, oh, here we go.
You had bad luck with your assault rolls too. I mean,
it balanced out for the better, I think.
Yeah. So where are we at with victory points right now? Let's just take a quick.
Okay, yeah, let's pull up the victory point. We'll close out with that. I don't know that too much changed on the.
You handed me some power losses. That's true.
Oh, that's true. So I've got 9 off the top for the little guys. Army of Potomac is now at 12, so that's 21 points for them. And then I've got 15, so 30 for me. So I'm at a -9 deficit for that. But I've got the 36 points.
Mm-hmm.
So 36 minus 9 is 27. So came up a little bit. Not much, but it's getting there. But as we pointed out, Frederick East, should I be able to hold it, which doubtful, is, good gosh, 120 points?
Yep, more than enough.
Yeah. So I think what that potentially can do is it makes you consider the entirety. I've got potentially New Windsor, so that's 90 points for Carroll County, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 120 points for New Market. And lo and behold, Gaithersburg is way down here. That might be Humphreys' calling to defend, Montgomery County with 150. So, yeah, that might just be, I've given you 3 things to think about. Do I force you to come back across the Monocacy to prevent those things? How much leverage does that buy me? Those are all wonderful things to think about.
Well, Frederick West is 90 points, right?
Yeah. So even if you take too much off of Frederick, you suffer a counterattack into Frederick.
Yeah.
These and other questions will be answered.
Yeah, for sure. What decisions I make will drive what decisions you make, and I will see what I do. We'll see what you do.
That's right, and thankfully the 3 cigars is one and done, so I don't have to suffer that again.
I really wanted to get Mansfield and First Corps recovered. They were fatigue 1, exhausted. I wanted to get them all back in shape.
I figured.
That was just more important than trying to do something with them this turn, since there's only 2 turns left.
And so much of this game is finding that moment of rest day, leg day.
Yeah.
Literally. How much do we march them? And then, okay, they're at fatigue level 1. I really just need to let them get, reorganized and back to fatigue level 0. So I think you made the right call on that one. Of course, that did benefit me, but you had Hooker in the First Corps completely at fatigue level 1, and now they're fine again, and Mansfield's fine again. So you have some tools for the last couple of turns that you can cause me to consider things too. So wonderful session today. Absolutely had a great time. So let us do our formal closing. If I should have reminded you at the beginning, but if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, please, we absolutely need you to click that like button. It's becoming so important. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, but you're just seeing these through random searches, go ahead and click the subscribe button, because when I drop them, they will come right to your YouTube account. So do that. Click the little notification bell even, because that will, I think it even enhances the subscription. I don't know how it works, but it's some kind of witchcraft and wizardry. And I'm showing you our monetary supporters right now. Thank you very much to everybody that kicks in a few Confederate script dollars every month, I guess. It's fiat money, but, it actually goes to pay for some of the bills to keep the lights on. We really appreciate that, so thank you for that. Roger, man, every time I think this is going to be it, this is the session where I'm just going to crawl into a hole, we have an incredible series of tete-a-tetes, so thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And yeah, this is a great pleasure. It really brightens my day to play this game.
Well, good. I'm hoping everyone is enjoying it as much as we are playing it, and perhaps you're even learning something maybe from my mistakes or my mush rolls, which are ever present. So until next time, Roger, have a great one, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye bye.